It's time to dive beneath the surface and into the minds and hearts of your favorite celebrities and pop culture icons. Welcome to Up and Adam.
Hey guys, what's up? You're watching Up and Adam. My name's Adam Knoll. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm the guy bringing you guys the weekly interviews from your favorite celebrities and pop culture influencers. But for those of you guys who do know me, you know that that's not why we're always here. In fact, today's one of those days. Today, we're not here to do an interview or one of our fun recaps that we always do, or even one of our fun lives, the Join Me Live for the Morning 5. Nope, today we're here to cover Brandi Glanville's top 5 most cringeworthy moments. Listen, guys, I love Brandi Glanville, and I think she's a great addition to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I'm loving the drama that she's bringing this season, and I don't know whose team I'm on yet. So I would love to get Brandi Glanville on the show. I know that I want to do an interview with her, and I know maybe posting her most cringeworthy moments may not be the best way to go about it, but listen, you put yourself on reality TV, it is what it is, and I think she's probably one of the biggest ones to own it. So with that being said, before we start, make sure you like this video, comment on this video, share this video, and most importantly, subscribe wherever that button is below. That way you guys don't miss any of my future interviews or pop culture content. Except for you, Jolene. You don't have to subscribe, like, share, or do any of that because we don't want you here. Okay, I mean, you can be here because this is a view, and you can be in my live because that's another person, but we just don't want your input. So guys, with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into the top 5 most cringeworthy moments for Brandi Glanville during the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Let's talk about the first time we meet Brandi. So this is cringeworthy moment number 1. This is when we got to see cripple Brandi come in with one leg kind of bummed out, you know? She was going to a party with the rest of the ladies, and this is where she meets Kim Richards and Kyle Richards. This is my favorite fight of hers because Kim really just came out, you know, she came out swinging. As you can see, Kim kept leaving the party a couple times that night to go back and forth to the bathroom, and nobody knew exactly what was going on. When they started playing games, Kim and Kyle started doing things that only they could understand together, really kind of excluding Brandi, and Brandi had enough of it. I thought after watching this episode, once you start mixing like maybe a bum leg with a little bit of alcohol and two sisters kind of messing with you, of course that's going to be a recipe for disaster, right? That would lead to Brandi Glanville's cringeworthy moment number 1, where she says, at least I'm not going into the bathroom and getting effed up on crystal meth, B-word, and that was a little bit crazy. But then also Kim called her SLUT pig, and that was a little aggressive too. So that was our moment number 1 for Brandi Glanville's top 5 most cringeworthy moments, and I will never forget it. Well, I would have never forgot it, but then we went on to cringeworthy moment number 2. Since we're already talking about the sisters, let's keep it moving and go to cringeworthy moment number 2. This is what I chose for this is when Brandi and Kyle get into it at Eileen's poker night. I don't know if you guys remember this night, but things were a little bit off and it got crazy. So they had the poker night at Eileen's beautiful house, which they were calling eccentric, making fun of her house in Malibu. I thought it was great. Anyways, let's keep it moving on to the point. So I guess Kyle just wanted to have a conversation with her sister Kim, and as they're leaving, Brandi's just trying to get Kim out of there and guide her out and just make sure that Kyle has no communication with her. Kyle's like, Brandi, let me talk to my sister. Kyle pulls on Brandi's arm, and Brandi's like, get off of me, kind of pushes Kyle back down. That was a kind of crazy moment, I think, because we don't usually get to see housewives put their hands on each other. I know that we've seen it multiple times, yes, but usually they get in a lot of trouble for it. I know that they didn't slap anybody, nothing like that, but still, this was Kyle Richards. You have to remember she was very instrumental in starting the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, so touching her, I feel like, would just be like signing your name on your death certificate, I feel. But anyways, Brandi just cared about the pizza, and yeah, that was cringeworthy moment number 2. But since you guys brought up Eileen Davidson, why don't we go to cringeworthy moment number 3? Brandi Glanville's cringeworthy moment number 3 is the moment that we're sitting at a lunch dinner setting, whatever it was, with Yolanda, Lisa Rinna, and Eileen Davidson. And I don't know if you guys remember this, but they were talking about Eileen doing Days of Our Lives and acting, their careers, whatever the case is. Somehow the relationships talk got into play. And when I say somehow, obviously this is the Real Housewives. So they started talking about cheating, what happened with their former spouses, or even what's going on with their new spouses. And this is where Brandi Glanville looks at Eileen and says, didn't you meet your husband when you were already married? Eileen has no problem owning it. And she's like, actually, yes, we were both married. And it's not like we were looking for each other. We were both in 2 happy marriages where, you know, we were fine and we were content in everything that was going on. Once we met each other, a spark kind of happened. And from there, you know, what can you do aside from be honest? So that's exactly what Eileen did. She went to her husband at the time, now her ex-husband, and she was honest about the romance. So I don't necessarily think that she did anything wrong. It's not like she cheated on him, but Brandy Glanville wasn't happy about that. I guess because her ex Eddie cheated on her multiple times with other Bravo celebrities and other people that we probably don't know about. So she wasn't having it. Anyways, the conversation keeps going, and then we get to the point where now they want Eileen to be a performing seal. They're like, act out that scene from Days of Our Lives, act it out. And Eileen's like, no, I don't do that. I'm not acting it out. I'm not a performing seal. Those are my words, not hers. And Brandy's like, here's $40, act it out. And Eileen was just kind of like, it costs a lot more than that, honey. But when Brandy wasn't getting what she wanted and Eileen wasn't being the performing seal, there goes the wine right in her face. And what was she thinking? I don't really know what she was thinking. I don't know if Lisa, Rinna, Yolanda, all of them, they were just stunned. They're like, we don't have words for this. There's a common denominator here at the table. That could be the answer for this, but I don't know why she would throw this. Brandy looks at Eileen and she's like, what? I thought you were used to it. And Eileen just kind of like wipes off her face, puts her hat on, and is just like, yes, I'm used to getting glasses of wine thrown in my face every day. And Lisa, Rinna, and Yolanda were just like, why did you do that? That was bizarre. Eileen obviously embarrassed. You can see her starting to cry because that's just an embarrassing kind of just, that's a tear down situation, especially in front of other people. You know, you have a production crew watching you. You know, you have multiple people staring at you and you just got a drink thrown in your face. Yeah, it's embarrassing. I would say so. But no, I think that they did a good way of avoiding it. Eileen looked at Lisa Rinna and she's like, change the topic. And she tried to, but not before Yolanda said, check, please. But guys, let's leave that in the past and let's move on to cringeworthy moment number 4. Brandi Glanville's most cringeworthy moment number 4 on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I'm sure you guys didn't miss this if you're a true fan of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, because if you did, you were living under a rock. This was a huge deal. Adrienne Maloof and her husband, Paul Nassif. Ex-husband now, but if you guys remember correctly, Brandi dropped a major bomb. And that bomb was that Adrienne and her husband used a surrogate for their kids. Something that was nobody's business, but Brandi still brought it to the table, brought it to Kim and Kyle Richards, brought it to all of the ladies of Beverly Hills, and this was a big deal. Adrienne sued Brandi to keep her from talking, and I almost want to say that she had to get a cease and desist somewhere along the line, somewhere in there. I'm not exactly sure how crazy this got, but I do remember this one scene where they were going to one of Maurizio's first events. Kyle Richards' husband, Maurizio, was having an event for his company, The Agency. Yeah, it was a crazy event that looked really great until Kim showed up. Kim showed up with the drama and the tea to bring to Adrienne and Paul. And that's when you see Brandi over to one side and Kim's like, I just had to tell Adrienne. So she goes over and tells them, and then of course they're going to call her out. So that's exactly what they did. Adrienne's like, they're going to get hit with a lawsuit. And I thought Paul was going to punch Brandi. Of course he wouldn't hit a woman, but that's what it kind of looked like to me. They're screaming back and forth in each other's faces, and that's why this landed at cringeworthy moment number 4. Which sparked the other drama when Kyle was chasing after Kim saying, why did you have to do this? Maurizio's first event. And Kim's like, she needed to know. And so that was the whole thing. But that's not Brandi Glanville most cringeworthy. That's Kim and Kyle most cringeworthy. So let's stick on brand here, guys. Which brings us to Brandi Glanville's most cringeworthy moment number 5. So number 5, this just happened on this previous episode of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. If you guys are missing it this season, then that's silly. This is a great season, and I'm recapping it every single episode. So make sure you join me the next day for my morning lives, recapping The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. But this past episode, Black Ties and White Lies, it shows Brandi coming back to address this Denise Richards drama. That's right, the drama we've been hearing about before the season even started, the throuple, threesome, Aaron, Denise, Brandi Glanville, all of this. This was all, it's been in the headlines, it's been talked about. This is what we're looking forward to, and this is what we're getting now. So that's why it landed on number 5, most cringeworthy moments for Brandi Glanville. So we see Brandi schwasty pants, like total Sonia Morgan, which I love to see her this way. We get to see her like long legs, like shaking because she's on the dance floor, and she's leaning on Faye Resnick. Faye's like, you need coffee, sister. And she's like, I don't need coffee. I just want to dance, and running around and dancing. She came there for a reason, I want to say, and what that reason is, we're not clear, and we're not going to put words into Brandi Glanville's mouth because she does a good job of just putting them out there herself. She'll let us know exactly why she came there. The speculation is that she set up Denise Richards with this whole thing, and that she was trying to use this as a reason to come back on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I don't know if that's the reason. If you ask Brandi, Brandi says that she feels like Denise really hurt her because Brandi was cheated on by her ex, and she feels like she contributed to Denise cheating on her husband. Because once they had the alleged affair, Denise asked Brandi not to tell Aaron, and that's when Brandi was like, oh no, what did I just do? Supposedly. So what's to happen with that? We don't know yet. We know that the ladies are going to Rome this season, and that ball's about to be dropped. This is when we get to see Denise go, bravo, 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 stop the cameras, bravo. You better not air this unless you want me to quit the show. Bravo, bravo, bravo. But Brandi Glanville's sitting back cashing her check. So I can't wait to see what happens. I know you guys can't wait to see what happens. Thank you so much for watching this. This was Brandi Glanville's top 5 most cringeworthy moments. And just in case you missed it last Tuesday, don't forget to join me for my Super Bravo Tuesday live at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time every single Tuesday, where we're going to have fun guests, fun Bravo celebrities, fun call-ins, every single thing. So it's not going to disappoint. I don't want you to disappoint me, and I won't disappoint you. So let's make sure that we're all there. And if you haven't done it already, guys, make sure you like this video, comment on this video, share this video. And most importantly, guys, make sure you subscribe to my channel, wherever that button is below. That way you don't miss any future interviews or pop culture content. So with that being said, guys, bye. Not you, Jolene. Bye.
Check us out every Monday and Wednesday. Thanks for watching Up and Adam.